I'm going to discuss with you one more question of change of order, but in this case you will find out the region will split when we change the order. So first you see there is a one integral, and here the limits are taken first with x and then with y. Now if I see that what is a current situation, here x is equals to y is the lower limit, left side limit, and you can say x is equals to y is the one line which is on the left side, and x is equals to under root of 2 minus y square is the right curve, and after simplification you will get x square plus y square is equals to 2. The circle is there, and the minimum value of y is 0. So here minimum value of y is 0 in the lower side, and the maximum value of y is 1. Now we want to try to fit everything into the diagram and find out what is the region of the integration. So let's see, here I have already drawn these two curves which are part of the question. X is equals to y. If you see x is equals to y, here x equals to y is this curve, x equals to y is this curve, and here it means the left side is, so the diagram is in this direction if I see, right? So right side of the curve, and then the right limit is x square plus y square is equals to 2. If I consider this is a circle with x square plus y square is equals to 2, it means under root 2 is the, this can be written as under root 2 square. So it means root 2 is the radius. So here this is x square plus y square is equals to 2, and you can say that this is, if I say what are the points where the circle touches the y-axis, this is minus under root 2, something like that, then this is 0, under root 2, and so on. This is 0 minus under root 2. If maybe we don't need all those points, but I have written. So the two curves have given me the information that right side of this line and then bounded by the circle. If I see only these two, so I feel like this is the diagram, but no, we have to see the other limit. The y value should be minimum 0, and you know that y0 means this x-axis. So in this case the point, there is no diagram or no region in the lower side, so this portion is not in our discussion. So we have to see that y equals to 0 is the starting, so it means 0 comma 0 must be the point of intersection, because line and this y x-axis are making a corner. This is also point, and the maximum value of y is 1, so y1 means maybe this is the point 1, y1. So here if you see, so this is the point, that point is y1. Now when you put y1, x is also 1, so 1 comma 1 is required. So it means these points are not participation in our discussion, so let me remove them. We don't need them. What do we need? We need 0 0, we need under root of 2 comma 0, and we need 1 comma 1. These are the points of that. So it means the diagram is in the question. What is the diagram? This is the diagram, this pie kind of portion of the circle, and that is a diagram. So previously if you see horizontally, this between this line and the circle from 0 to 1 integration can be done, but now when we go in the y side, what happened? Let's see. When I go in the y side, my diagram is that I will if I draw a arrow here vertically, what I am observing from 0 0 to 1 comma 1 means when x is 1, between x0 to x1, my region is between what? My region is between line and x-axis, means y0 and this. And as soon as I cross this value of x, because here x value is 1, as I cross this value and come into this side, as soon as I cross, my diagram is between x-axis and the circle. So here I have to split the diagram into two parts, so my integration will also split, and I have to see that for x is equals to 1 to under root 2 it is between x-axis and a circle, and from 0 to 1 it is between x-axis and a line. So what we are going to do is, this I'll call region number 1 and this is region number 2. So my integration when changing the order is changing into two regions. So I'm going to write down two integral. This is the integrand I am writing as it is, noting down x square plus y square, dy turn first, dx turn second, plus again I am writing y upon this. I am writing because I need all these in my writing part, then I'll read the limits from the diagram. Now see here, in the if this is region number 1 and this is region number 2. Now in region number 1, this portion, this segment, it divided into two parts. So the lower limit of y is, limit of y will be na, so y is from 0 and the top value in this triangular portion is y is equals to x. And let me complete the full. In this triangular portion of the diagram, the minimum value of x is 0. So x is equals to 0. That's why we have labeled that 0, 0. And the maximum value is up to this corner. So this corner is telling me that this is the portion of line and x-axis is between x0 to 1. Now as soon as I cross the value of x is equals to 1, 1 to under root of 2x, the minimum value of y, again the lower value is not changing because the lower foot of the diagram is again at the x-axis, so it will not change. Lower limit again in this segment is y0, but the upper portion is changed. So what is the upper portion here? I have to find out y is equals to plus minus under root of 2 minus x square. And since it is the positive side of the y, so we pick the positive branch, that is 2 minus y x square, right? And this is that portion. In that second portion, what is the value of x? From where you have dropped in the first integral, there I'll start. So you will see whenever there is a splitting of the diagram and where we drop, there we start. And this activity of the vertical movement is from x1 to under root 2. So in this particular question, so you have to see that sometimes the diagram is so that in whether you go for x first or you go for y first, no splitting is required. But in my current question, I have seen that in case of x there is a one integral, but in case of y there comes two integral. Why? Because the diagram got split into two parts. So this is also in some change of order you will come across. Now I'll share the one more question, the last one here. This is y from 0 to x square by 2 and x from 0 to 2. So y 0 means x-axis. This is the line. I have to go in this upper side, and then y is equals to x square by 2 means y is equals to something in x square is the upper parabola. So the diagram is between this portion, right? And the second limit is, so it was the scenario x square by 2, the upper and lower foot is y is equals to 0, and the x minimum value is 0 and the x maximum value is 2. X minimum value is here, this point, so it means these are the corner of the diagram between line and a parabola. This is the only point of intersection. It means it is part of the region. And this side I have no bound. It means the x is equals to 0, x is equals to 2 must be the line. So here I am going to write down x is equals to 2, means there x is equals to 2 must be here and x is equals to 2 must be here. So when x is equals to 2, it is 4, right? x2, 4 by 2 is 2. So 2 comma 2 is the point of intersection for that. And here it is 2 comma 0. And this is the diagram. The diagram is this below the parabola, above the x-axis, and between 0 to 2. Now when you change the limit here, the integration will be in the horizontal manner. Now if I make an arrow like this left curve I have to read the y, x. So x square is equals to 2 of y, x is equals to plus minus under root 2 of y. Now what I have to do here in change of order, I have to read the x value from the lower side. So what is x value here? x value is, after changing the order, x is equals to the lower left side. Left side x is, this is the positive branch of x and this is the negative branch of x. So here I have to pick the positive branch because we are having a diagram in the first quadrant. So it will be under root 2y is the lower value, and when you move in this side, the arrow is every time in this diagram, if you see every time what happened, this is the constant line which strike the region. So here x upper limit is constant, which is 2. Whenever we have a vertical or a horizontal line part of the diagram, we always get the constant limit. And we say that this is the one single integral. Why? Because this horizontal line, if you slide from minimum to maximum value of the y, so minimum value of y is 0 and the maximum value of y is from this point of intersection, you can read that is 2. So maximum value is 2, and this function is integrated first with respect to x, then with respect to y. So I hope you have understood these two examples.